Hi everybody, my name is Hannah and this is my channel Ladybug Stitches. Today is March 10th and this is Flosstube number 26. I don't have a lot to share today, but I do want to start with something that's pretty obvious, maybe if you know me. I got a haircut and I chopped off well over 12 inches of hair. I love it so much more now. It's so much better and I just wanted to get that out of the way. It's a lot curlier now. It's going a little bit crazy on this side for some reason, but I'm super happy with the way it turned out. So I used to have my hair this short and then I grew it out and I really liked it long, but it just was not working for me anymore. So I chopped it all off and I'm super happy with it now. So just wanted to get that out of the way. Like I said, I don't have a lot to share today. It was a very uneventful 2 weeks. So I don't have any FFOs. I don't have any FOs. I have no new releases, but I do want to show you some previous finishes. And if I do touch the camera, I am so sorry. It's a phone and it's dead. When I went to go charge it, or when I went to go film, it was completely dead. So I have it like the cord's like tucked under me and it's plugged in behind me. It was the only thing that I could get to work. So if I do budget a little bit, I am so sorry. Just hang there. I'm trying not to touch it too much, but I'm going to start with a previous finish that is the only full coverage piece that I have ever done. When I was getting back into cross stitch, when I was in college, I had done a whole bunch of little pieces, little projects, and before that I'd only ever done a bunch of little projects as well. And then I decided I've been working on so many little projects and kind of bigger pieces that I just wanted to jump in and do a full coverage piece. I, for some reason, thought that I had to scale up after a while. I know now that I definitely don't have to do that, but I thought that at the time that I had to do that. So this was my full coverage piece that I had started or finished, worked on, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I had gotten this pattern from Joann's in like 2018, 2019, something like that. I don't have the date on the back that I finished it, so I'm not quite sure when I finished it, but it is a Design Works pattern, I believe, and I'm not sure if you can get it anymore, but I did not feel like digging for all the patterns for these, so I didn't get them out. But this is a beach scene. So like I said, it is the only full coverage piece that I have ever done, and I think it was a really good introductory piece. I did frame it myself, so it is a bit wonky. The fabric was really soft. It was kit fabric. It was probably 14 count Aida, and it was just really hard to work with kind of in framing it, so it is a little bit off everywhere, but I don't really care at all. It didn't have a lot of backstitch. It's mostly just in the birds and in the leaves, the grass over here, and then the sailboat. The top part was where I finished, so it was a good stretch that I had to get done, and it was actually pretty easy because there's not a lot of different colors up at the top. I just remember it had been lingering for a really long time in my whip basket. I did not have a lot of whips at the time, so I just kept picking it up and then stopped stitching and not stitching on anything else for a while. So I really wanted to get this done, and so what I told myself was it was about October, towards the end of the month, and I really wanted to work on Christmas ornaments. So that was back when I was also doing Christmas ornaments. And I told myself that I couldn't work on Christmas ornaments until I got this project done. So I zoomed through it and I finally got it done. And I think it looks really nice. I'll try to go in closer here. I really like how it turned out. So this is one of my previous finishes. I did put glass in. I keep a glass on all of my framed pieces. I think it's easier to get them cleaned. I have some projects that were from my great-grandma's, and some of them weren't framed with glass, and they're really hard to get cleaned. So I really wanted to make sure glass is in all of my projects so then I can keep them clean and then they can last as long as they can possibly last. So all of my framed pieces do have glass in them, if you were curious. Something else I finished a couple years ago, I don't have any of the patterns for any of these. I just did not feel like pulling them out, so I'm not really sure who it's by, but this was a little kit. It says Crazy Cat Lady. I thought it was really cute. It was probably really cheap to buy, so and then I bought this orange fabric, and I tried making a pillow, and I tried doing like the fabric on the outside of it, and I really don't like doing math, so it was really difficult and really annoying, and I will never do that again. So that's why most of my pieces are just stitching and fabric on the back. So I don't like doing, it's too much math, too much calculating for me. Fabric's the same on the back, and this was before that I dated everything, so I don't have a date on this either. But I think it turns out super cute, and I do keep this on my bookshelf in a little basket with the other two pieces that I'm going to show you too. So next we have these two pieces I finished when I was pretty young. I don't know when, but this was when I was pretty young. I did an H. My mom had gotten me these kits. There is even beading done in the top. They were gold. I was looking at them. I don't know, maybe they've tarnished or something, but they were pretty gold. These are all done on 14 count white Aida, because that's what the kit came with. And I didn't know how to iron anything, but the stitching is actually pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with it. The only thing is, I don't know if you can see that, but some of the back stitching came out. But the back stitching is actually pretty good too. I'm pretty proud of myself for this. So that was when I had to have been like maybe 11, I'm gonna guess, 11, 12, somewhere around there. And then the back is this pink fabric, and I didn't have a sewing machine back then. I only knew how to hand sew everything. So what I did was I just sewed through the holes in the Aida to the fabric. I turned everything inside out. I knew how to do that. But when I flipped everything back out, it made a visible seam line down the whole side. So whatever, it was just a testament to my skills when I was that young, but it's super cute, and I do keep this on my bookshelf as well. And then the last one is this really pretty butterfly fabric, that pattern. It also came in a kit. You can see my hoop lines. I did use a hoop back then, and I still use a hoop now, and nothing has really changed in there. I love this one. This is so pretty. I probably got all these kits at AC Moore because that's what we had around here. Isn't that so pretty? I love that. And then I did the same with the back and the fabric and everything. I stitched it inside out, but there's a visible seam line, so that didn't turn out the best. But I really like them. They're nice. I like keeping them on my bookshelf so I can see them all the time and just see how far I've come. It's really honestly impressive stitching for how young I was at the time, honestly. And I still cross my stitches the same way, which is pretty interesting. There are a couple flubs. Some stitching has come out, but I think they're really cute otherwise. So I'm really happy I still have all of these projects. I do think I still have some projects that I can show that are from when I was younger. Next time, in the next time that I don't have a lot of stuff to show you, maybe I'll pull some more of those out. But those are some of my pieces that I have out on display. Next is whips, and then that's pretty much it except for plans and life updates. I have no haul either, so I've just been stitching away. Let me get out my planner here. I had to take 2 days off. So all of February, I only took 1 day off of stitching. And then this past Sunday and the Sunday before that, I took off from stitching too. So 2 days in March so far that I haven't stitched. I don't like doing that, but my hands have been killing me. I've probably been working them a little bit more than I should have. I was working on this diamond painting project. My aunt got it for Christmas, and she asked if I would make it for her, and I've been working on that, so that has been hurting my hands. I'll show you guys when it's all done. Hopefully I can get it done next week, but that has been hurting my hand a lot, so I haven't been stitching too much, as much as I would really like. During the week, I always stitch on my model stitches, so I have been working on, I will show you a little glimpse of it. just a little glimpse. I'm really liking this one. I think this might be my favorite so far. Probably overall of all my designs so far. So that's what that one's gonna take me a while now. Let me see I've been working on that one since the 27th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days so far, and I'm almost halfway done. So it'll probably be another maybe 8 or 9 days, would be my guess. So I am almost halfway done, which is very exciting. Along with other whips now, I pulled out Nature's Journey by Sprouting Lupine. This is the Stitch Along in the Just Cross Stitch magazine for the year, and I'm in here. So I really like this project. I don't want to get too far behind. I'm really bad with Stitch Alongs, but I really don't want to get too far behind. I hadn't worked on it in a little while, and then I was watching Helen D, East Coast Crafter, her Flosstube, and she finished it, of course, because she's a really fast stitcher. And I was like, man, I really want to get going on mine. So I did pull mine out. And I did get some more done. I'm really impressed. So I got all these leaves in here. I really wanted to get a motif in, so I did get some mushrooms in, and then I was working on the wing. I outlined this part of the wing, and then I was just filling it in. I was getting really bogged down with the moth because I feel like I've been just doing green so much, and I needed to move on to something else, so that's why I put the mushrooms in. And I just have some backstitch in here that I haven't put in yet either. So there is a flower here that I can go on to next. And then there's a lot of like motifs just scattered around. So I do want to get to those. They look so much fun. So I'm definitely going to try to pull this out and keep working on it. I don't want to get too far behind. I'm not sure when the next part comes out. I think it's like every 2 or 3 months, I think the magazine comes out. I'm not positive. This is on an 18 count coffee tea dyed Aida with all of the called for flosses. So it's turning out so good. I'm so happy with this one. I have all the floss except for 2. I had gone to Michael's and they had everything but 2, and I went through my whole stash and all of my kitted projects and all of my whips and everything, and I just need 2 more flosses, so I have to find a way to get those. I'm not sure which season they're in, but I really need to get those. Okay, next we have a whip that I have not worked on in a very long time. This is Victorian Thistles, which is, did I show this last video? Oh, I'm losing my notes. Let me see. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Okay, so this is a kit that my aunt got for me when she went to Scotland, and it's a little coaster. I pulled it out because I was really looking for something that I hadn't worked on in a while. Let's see if this helps a little bit. And this is where I'm at. I'm pretty close to the end. I have some more of this dark green that I have to put in. It's down here, and then I'm working my way around. And then I have the flowers, and then there's a little bit of a border at the bottom, and then there's just some stitches in the corner. So I am getting pretty close to this. I would like to finish this by my next video if it's possible. I guess we'll have to see, but it is on, I'm gonna guess 14 count. It doesn't say, and it's just all the called for flosses because it's a kit. So, and it does finish into the coaster, which they gave, which is that. And it has a little tray that goes into it and keeps it in place. So I will be finishing it in the coaster, but I won't use it as a coaster because I'm afraid of liquid getting into my stitching. So I would like to get this done because it's been lingering too long. They went in 2023, I think, in the summer of 2023. So yeah, I really need to get going on this. She gave me another kit that I had already finished, so I just have to get this one done. So that's that one. And then I also pulled out Roladex Mourning Sampler by Bendy Stitchy. I really, really want to get this one done as well. I would love to get this one done by the end of this year. I don't know if it's possible just because I get bored with projects after a while and I want to move on to something else, but I'm trying to do a little here and there on it. I did a lot of work. I lost my binder clip. I did a lot of work on it since the last time you saw it, I think. I'm on this second page down here, and I think I finished this whole gate, and then I've been working on this gate. So I carried this over the other day, and I'm working in here. Once I was trying to do each panel of this gate, and that took forever. So I'm just kind of like bulk going around and around. So it's been working a lot faster. Oh, and then I added a little bit more of these willow branches coming down. So I could move on to the next pillar on the other side, but this pillar kind of killed me a little bit, killed all of my motivation, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave that one or not. This is where I'm at, if you can see if that helps. So I would really like to get this done this year if I can. It's such a beautiful piece, and it's gonna be so pretty when it's done, and I just can't wait to hang it up and frame it. Oh, I'm gonna love it so much, but I just gotta keep moving on it. It's not that fun to stitch. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's really not that fun to stitch. So it does kind of drag me down a little bit, but I really, really want to get this one done. So I'm trying to work on it. It is on 18 count, coffee tea dyed. So that's a little bit of a problem too, because the holes are really small. I can see them perfectly fine. It's just, I swear it messes up my stitching because they're so small. So it just doesn't, I just don't like the way my stitches turn out on it too much, but I'm trying. I think that's all I have to say about that one. I only have 2 more whips. This is going to be a pretty short video, I think. The binder clip under my foot. Okay, and then this weekend I pulled out 5 Kittens, which is this project. It is by Joy Sunday Cross Stitch. I kind of forgot about this project, to be honest. I was working on it for quite a while, and then I burnt myself out on it, and then I put it away, and I kind of forgot it was even a project. This is where I'm at. I pulled it out and I was like, I really don't have that much left to do. And then I was working on it, I'm like, oh my god, I have so much left to do. But a little progress every now and then will help. So this is a stamped cross stitch, so if you're looking at it like yellow, it's the paint on it. I worked on this cat here. I was putting in this light gray, and then I was working on some of the black up here. So all of that yellow is going to become black, and then I just have this kitten left. And then I just have to do all the back stitching, and I have some French knots in the sky for some stars. So it's coming along. I don't know when this one will get done, but I would like to get it done this year. I just got to pull it out every now and then and try to remember to get it out. Okay. And it is on 11 count, so I have to use 3 strands. And it's really thick Aida because it's printed, so it's a little bit hard to get my needle through. So I don't want to pull it out too much, and I can only roll it up in my hands. I can't use a hoop either, so it does kind of hurt my hands a lot more. So I try not to pull it out too much because I don't want to overwork my hands as much as I can. Okay, I have 1 more whip. This is a pattern that I designed to commemorate my grandparents' passing. It is called Together Again, and it is just 2 geese. That's the word, geese. This is where I'm at. I started on the back of the next goose. So I didn't really get too much done, but I did pull it out for a little bit. The back of the goose is really kind of annoying. It's not that fun. It's a lot more stitching than you think it is. And this is on a blue and brown fabric that I dyed 14 count, and just some flosses that I pulled. So once I do finish this one, I will put it on my blog for free if anybody by chance wants it, but it will be up there just in case anybody does. I doubt anybody will, but Maybe you want to just use a goose. That's possible too. Okay, so those are all my whips. Oh, it was a good thing that I pulled this piece out because on Sunday was the three-year anniversary of my grandma passing. So I do want to try to pull that back out again too, if I can. I would like to get that done. 3 years I've been working on that. That's so sad. So I would like to get it done. That's okay. I will say that will get done before the next year, hopefully. Now that's all of my whips. Let's move on to plans. I really want to finish Victorian Thistles. Maybe in the next 2 weeks, I would like to try to pull it back out and try to get working towards it, towards a finish on it. It goes fast and there's not too much to do, so I would like to get it done. And then I would just like to work on getting towards a finish on any other project that I can. I was watching some Flosstube, I don't even remember who I was watching, and then I was thinking about all of my whips, and I was just like, I don't like how many whips I have. And I don't care how many whips anybody else has, like that's your own business, but I don't like how many whips I have because I have so many wonderful projects that are whips and I really want to get them done. I want to display them, but I'm working on other projects so I don't get to get them done. And then I have so many patterns that I really want to get done and started and kitted up at least, but I can't because I have so many whips. So I'm just gonna try to work towards a finish on any project that I can possibly get done. I didn't feel called to start any smalls the past 2 weeks just because I wasn't really stitching too much. I'm not sure if I'm going to be called to stitch some more smalls in the next 2 weeks. I'm not sure. It's just I just kind of kitted them up just in case I wanted them. So I'm not really forcing myself to get them done at all. But yeah, I really just want to try to work towards getting some finishes on these projects. I went through all of my whips and just trying to see what I have. I have a lot of series that are kitted up in the same bag that I really want to get going on too. Like my Santa series with all the stand-up Santas. That's like 17 projects in one kit. They're never gonna get done if I don't like focus on them. So I want to have a lot less whips if I possibly can. And then I can pull them out more often and get them done. And like the, what is it called? Big City Christmas series, I think by Little House Needleworks or Country Cottage Needleworks. I'm not sure, I get those two mixed up. I really want to work on that series too because it's so pretty and I haven't even finished one of them. So I want to get more of these single pieces done so then I can put some more focus onto these other projects and then I can start more things and get more things done. I don't want to like spread myself out too much and then I just don't get anything done. So I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I'm kind of done with having too many whips. So that's my plan. Life updates. It is starting to get a little bit warmer here and this cord is in my way. Oops, sorry. It is starting to get warmer out. Today I actually have the window open a little bit. It's in the 50s, I believe, which is nice and warm compared to when it was. So that is nice. I've been really excited to get some planting done. It is 9 weeks, I believe, until Mother's Day. So I'm still a little bit outside of my window of when I can plant in the ground. We plant after Mother's Day, which is after our last frost date. So 9 more weeks until I can put some stuff outside, and some of my plants, I have started some seedlings and they're already busting at the seams a little bit. They want to get out and be put in the ground, which is very unfortunate. I didn't realize they would grow that fast, but I'm spreading it all out. So I have a lot of different plants. I still have some more to plant in like little seed pots to start before I put them outside. And I just watch them every day and I check their progress. And I have been building some planter boxes. My dad helped me build 2 big planter boxes with some trellises on the back. I dismantled a whole bunch of pallets and then he helped me cut all the boards and put them all together. So I've also been working on another little box. This one is going to be completely handmade probably. I've been cutting all the boards by hand. I don't like using power tools, so that's why I'm doing it by hand. I have another planter box and another plant stand that I really want to make, but it'll depend on what I get done. I do a little bit every day because I'm already in the garage anyway because I have to get the four-wheeler out to go feed the animals. So I do a little bit every day. I think that's about it. I'm really excited to just get my plants outside. Once I do have all of my plants, like once maybe in like June or July, I plan to take a video of all my plants and all my flowers and everything so you guys can see what I've been working on besides cross-stitching, because I do have that as a hobby as well. I have a lot of hobbies, but that is one of the big ones during the warmer months. You can't see it, but in my room I have like 30 plants at least, house plants, so I do really like gardening and I really like plants as well, so that is also one of my hobbies. And I think that's about it. This is a definitely shorter video. I'd like to get some more done for you guys next week. If not, then I will bring some more previous finishes out. I will be decorating for spring after St. Patrick's Day is over, because I don't know if you can tell behind me, I have added my St. Patrick's Day stuff, which is really not a lot. All I have is a cube, Luck and Clover little, I'll show you. This is Clover. These are freebies that are on my blog if you're interested in stitching them as well. I have a whole little series on these that are free on my blog, which is always linked down below. I have those, and then I have my lucky pastel patty back here, and then I have this, I don't feel like taking it out because it's gonna fall. This is Happy St. Patty's Day by what's her name, Hands On Design. It's a free pattern on her blog, and that's about it. Those are all the St. Patrick's Day projects that I have. Oh, this one up here. I knew I had another one. This cat up here, I can't remember who it's by. It was also a free pattern. But those are all the St. Patrick's Day patterns that I have. And then I just tossed some of these gold coins that I showed you in my last video. I just tossed them around. So I did just mix them with all of my winter stuff to make it look a little bit better. So yeah. That's about it. I don't want to hold you guys here for too long today with just my rambling. So I will see you all in 2 weeks with hopefully some more things to show you. Bye everybody.